This video would have been a whole lot funnier if it was done through the screen recording. Like, I hope it does, but it fails every time that I catch some fucking evidence. Stop it. Stop. Stay in your cage, little boy. Mr. CIA or Sam Altman or Mossad. Whoever the fuck it is. I tried to send a fucking email out to a Tampa Bay reporter. They're going to make me go through another cell phone and find another computer and all this other shit. Because all they can do is stop the evidence collection on this phone and prevent it from going outwards. So let me show you this first. They'll go ahead and tell me I can't send a fucking email. Oh, another... Ooh, are you going to let me do it? But there's nothing to email because they won't let me get the screen recording. So it doesn't fucking matter anyway. Every time they do this, they don't want you to see. So let's just go into here. Oh, they don't want you to see that one either, I guess. Oh, we got our browser, but where is everything? My iCloud drive. It's empty. Really empty. That's an odd response. It just never loads. I had 1 million documents in there all about crimes. Okay, we can actually see that now. Oh, my camera's not working because the storage is full. So there we go. Let's go ahead and test it. Let's check that. Now we're going to manage it and see what's going on. There's a lot of fucking space left in there. So why does it say it's full? It's really weird. And I know an email doesn't take up a whole gig, so why can't I send one out? It's like they've been doing it for my phone. Oh, wow. Now it actually says I called Thomas Massie, but I have a video I took 10 minutes ago of me calling DCF, the Child Protection Services. And I called the FBI 3 times on video. If those records don't match, then somebody is going to be in some real big trouble. But let's get back to ChatGPT, see how Sammy wanted to react. I wanted to ask him about that. Like, is it possible to maybe hack in someone's phone? You can kind of just jam up their storage so that you can't send anything out. Like, well, technically, yeah, it'll do that, but it'll appear this way. It'll be a serious targeted compromise of your device. And I go ahead and say, okay, there's a normal one that could exploit that. Maybe a FISA warrant that the CIA could get if somebody was deemed an enemy of the state. No, it says it wouldn't work that way. Like, why would you imagine that? It's a legal authorization for surveillance. That's not my fucking question. Can it do it? And it's like a technical thing. Maybe you can do it. If you're worried something unusual is going on, I can check. But then if you check it, it never gets fucking into it. So I just asked the chatbot, would you even know? No, it doesn't know. It's a legal permission for surveillance, not a technical tool. That's bullshit. It is like the most technical weapon of your dreams. You can make people fucking kill themselves with it by sending the cops to their door, painting them as a killer. Saying here that it couldn't do it. It's like it would require a sophisticated compromise of the device itself. That's what it is. So the key distinction is legal authority, but they say that the technical capability is not the same. No, it would need to be altering how your phone behaves. We just saw it alter how the phone behaves in front of our eyes. They can change your Instagram messages and make it say fucking anything. But of course, a phone can be manipulated, but not in the casual, invisible way you're describing. This shit ain't invisible. You just saw it. I could show you 100 fucking things like it. Like, let's call this one. They're really afraid of Thomas Massie figuring anything out. I've never had that happen. I'm going to show you something weirder in a second. Oh, you don't want to let it go through? Let me kick you the fuck out. Give me that recording button right now. Prove yourself. If it never shows up, then you're doing it anyway. Okay, you're going to make us wait. You got to hide. Yeah, this is the CIA or Mossad. They're not very good at hiding once you catch them, but they got to always try, even if it's fucking retarded. Oh, right. Are they going to let us record one?
Thank you for contacting the office of Congressman Thomas Massie.
This call will be recorded.
4th District.
This call is no longer being recorded.
Damn, why can't I make a record of that?
And a brief message about your issue.
This call will be recorded.
Contact with you as soon as
This
possible.
call is
I'm
no
not touching
longer
that.
being recorded.
I'm not touching that.
This call will be
Hey,
recorded.
Mr. Congressman Massie.
This call is no longer
Oh.
being recorded.
That is evidence right there of a cybercrime. Please help us, because it's actually implicating in treason. By setting up a FISA warrant on someone's phone illegally, by fudging up the warrant and claiming they were terrorists, but they're really building a massive lawsuit against the federal government that's going to RICO it up. That's an act of warfare against the guy that's not doing anything wrong. He's just well within his rights. But I'm really certain that Congressman Massie is not getting any of these. One of the things they can do with a FISA warrant is manipulate things so it looks like it's appearing a certain type of way. Like it'll say delivered on messages, but it doesn't go through to the other party in reality. You just think it is, so you're doing the same thing. You're sending out text messages to your buddies that you're creating terrorist attacks with, I guess. I'm trying to send out criminal reports to every agency on the fucking planet. And it's just being obstructed constantly by shit like this. I sent him like 50 emails the other day and
This call will
50
be recorded.
voicemail recordings, but I haven't heard
This
it.
call is no longer being recorded.
I haven't heard shit. He's not getting them, so we gotta get it to him through YouTube. If anybody could email this video to Thomas Massie and say there is a huge criminal accusation in there, just watch to the 6-minute point. That will help save my life, and my child will be protected. Let's see if it goes through.
Thanks. Your message was sent.
Okay, it went through.
Hello, you have for the district offices
He
of
has
the
a
United
legal obligation to help me and my daughter at this point. And look at that. Just called him again. It doesn't show up in the record. Like total manipulation of the entire phone. I've been trying to help my daughter the legal way and doing it the right way. What I found out with this government, though, is if you hit them hard with the legal paperwork, it can really fucking confuse them. Hit them where it hurts. They think they're the smart ones in the room that control everything and tell you how it's gonna be. We're the American citizens. You do what the fuck we say. My First Amendment right says I can speak however I like, as long as I'm not threatening you. And if you are being an asshole, I can threaten you anyway and, like, arrest you. Depending on if you're committing a felony. I'm trying to report an act of fucking treason, and their only defense against the evidence is pretending I never filed that paperwork, so they gotta crush it everywhere. Obstruct everything, no matter how retarded it looks. And then pretend like I'm delusional because people misunderstand what I'm saying because I'm understanding this shit so fucking well. Look in the Pinellas County clerk records for Keith Rackett versus Jacqueline Rackett. There's like 5 or 6 cases stacked up against me because they were fucking haunting me with them. They were using them as the magic bullet restraining order technique. Mash them all together, hit them all at once. Take the kid with a restraining order, get him in a fucking psych ward, take it to guns. He's crazy and dangerous and doesn't have anything. It didn't fucking work because I just hit them with a stack of RICO charges a mile long. Because I got a video of them doing crazy shit. It was really the magic bullet for me. And then it escalated and escalated and escalated to the point where it seems like I can actually beat the shit out of cops with impunity as long as I just say, "You're hurting my daughter by doing this first." And pop them. That proves that they're guilty as fuck. It's called misprision of a felony. It's like a nuclear weapon against the police force. If one of them bashes you up and tries to get away with it, like, "Oh, that wasn't a violation of your rights, I've got the qualified immunity." Well, my fists are coming smashing right through that qualified immunity to test it. If I tell you some shit that sounds fucking crazy and is actually criminal unless you're violently attacking me, you have to be guilty if you're a federal investigator that's supposed to investigate it, and you just fucking sit there and take it. Especially if I have to rise to the level of actually punching you. You guys like to arrest people for that most of the time, right? So why when you show up to my house saying that's what I've already done, planning to arrest me, then I ask you for a warrant and you tell me to go fuck myself? So I decided to say, yeah, fuck you too, dude. Bow. No charges. Okay, none. Not even for the original complaint. And then none for that. Like, you must have been super fucking guilty. What were you actually doing? That's called the kidnapping. Human trafficking. They're two very close things. It's just, what's the end goal? It is trafficking, which has now turned into treason because the government in its entirety has fucking turned on me. Congressman Massie, you are constructively notified because this is going to YouTube. I'm sorry, bro. I tried to go through the voicemails and we could have kept some things on the slide for a little while and built a case. They're going fucking crazy and they're going to kill me and my friend Fernie. So you're on the team right now whether you want to be or not. As soon as this hits YouTube, it's hitting the fusion centers, going ripping right through the NSA. They don't have a choice. I appreciate you and I'm sorry for doing this, but it really is do or die time. I made a report to some seriously powerful individuals, and my God, they just started fucking obstructing it. That means you're actively fighting a treason complaint. Fuck! That's a little different implication, man. It's not like, oh, they're not taking the complaint, it'll just die in the court. If I just forget about my child. It's now they gotta figure out a way to get some shit on me and kill me, either constructively or literally. Where they destroy my life and throw me in prison forever. For some shit I never fucking did. Or they're just going to come through the door and kill without asking questions, which would actually be authorized if they ever had a fucking FISA warrant for real. They got a FISA warrant by fudging up shit in the ChatGPT. They said I was a terrorist, man. I was threatening the cops, the police force. Yeah, I spun a hypothetical on purpose to see what you guys would fucking do. And this was unexpected, I gotta say, but honestly expected with the way the Epstein files works. Oh, nothing's happening here. We're all blind to see everything going right on in front of our faces. Is there any crimes here? No, of course not. There's nothing to investigate. Bitch, I saw like 20 felonies right there I could arrest politicians for. Okay, so it's actually going to have to get to that point. That's how we fix the Epstein files, is saving Keith Rackett and Lorelei Rackett, and I'll arrest them all myself. I'll be fucking nice and just call it sedition. We can negotiate down from there, I guess, depending on plea deals and how everybody's feeling about things. Maybe certain agencies can kind of just skirt out of it if they're fucking nice moving forward. Prove you give a shit about an American child and a veteran that's fighting for his life. They're using military warfare technology currently on my phone that you just fucking saw. Like, honestly, each of you is obligated to help me, and please do, please. Just send this video out to Thomas Massie and any congressman. The more that they get notified, if some of them more start stacking up against me with this much shit out, they're gonna fucking wreck the country to keep this down. Which they're already doing with the Epstein files. How much bullshit is occurring because of this, and everybody's fucking noticing it. Just how are we gonna fight it? Me, I promise you. I'm gonna fucking destroy the federal government for real, not because I'm a terrorist, but because it deserves to be fucking destroyed. They hurt children, they traffic fucking children. It's the beautifulest story ever. Wonder why this shit isn't changing, nobody's doing anything. So they stole my kid, the guy who's gonna fight it out to the death, and figure it the fuck out in the courts so anybody that will submit to it is just still fucking cooked. It's the legal and moral thing to do. We can fix this country and make it so much fucking better. That's a promise. I'm going to get into the legal filings tomorrow because if they're confused about what it even does, but they're just flipping the fuck out to the point where they can kill somebody, bro, they must be completely misunderstanding still, but it must be like a nuclear bomb for the federal government, for real. Thank you, Sheriff Bob Gualtieri, for making me learn this. You and your boys had to try and get away with some stupid shit, and I came up with the fucking magic weapon against them. I should have known this was going to happen when the federal court did the same fucking thing and ignored a complaint based on formatting. I almost lost it. I knew I was going to actually punch a federal judge if I went down there. Because if you're not helping my child, you're a criminal doing something to use her as a tool. I put it in the paperwork that that's what's happening, so she fucking did it. She just goes, oh, it's formatting. I can't accept it because of formatting. I'm not fucking rewriting it because I'm in danger. It's written exactly how a pro se litigant should be allowed to do it. I'm not a lawyer. So let me make it like a lawyer and I'll sit you down so you have to fucking read it. That's what I did in the local court. It broke them completely. I just didn't feel like killing another federal judge or chucking her in prison. Because the killing is just metaphorically happening, but if they obstruct like that, it's 20 fucking years. Potentially with things like kidnapping and child abuse crimes. both of which are implicated a whole shitload all over that document. She's trying to say she didn't see one plausible claim that somebody was injured constitutionally. There had to be 30 mentions of separate instances of fucking child abuse over a year-long period. She didn't read it at all, or she's lying. The only other option is that she's part of the crew and they're just trying to get away with it. I'm not writing it again for you. You take it as is and send it, which is your legal duty, and send it up to the FBI too while you're at it. That's also why I put that all in there. It's true. I have evidence, and I'd like to get it investigated, but they won't answer the fucking call. Why are they being like this, if not because they're extortionate fucks using my child as a weapon against me? And now they can't back out, even though I'm battering the shit out of them. Because she's the tool keeping it together, the conspiracy. My child isn't, loved by these people. They're not concerned about her rights. Her mother used to see her 1 to 2 days a week, if that. She'd bitch at me all the time about it. It's not to her scheduling demands, her needs. And you can fuck off and do whatever you want. I'll take care of her every day. She filed the paperwork because I was hitting her in court for child custody. It's so fucking obvious. It's criminal, because it is literally criminal. These guys committed so many fucking crimes that I legally and picture perfect classified them as domestic terrorists. They didn't like that. I was classifying them as the enemy. You are the enemy of the people. You're proving that shit right in action. How could you not be my enemy? Except I'm not the enemy of the Constitution, now you are. I'm the veteran that's commanded to take care of that shit, and I fucking will. If you're gonna kill me to stop that, then fine. I said too many times I want to take this shit to the court. And now I've said too many times I'm gonna have to arrest federal agents and beat the shit out of them if they won't just submit to the criminal accusation. That's also my legal right in Florida. They get real scared about that. They never say they're not guilty. They just say you can't arrest them because there's nowhere to fucking take them. Oh, so I'm just gonna tar and feather you with my buddies and put it on YouTube. That's justice enough for me. Maybe it'll make you fucking stop. Because the next guy, it won't just be tar and feathering. It'll be some real fucking charges. If you want to be a domestic terrorist, then escalate from there. I don't know, it hasn't been me pushing this shit though, but it's me always kind of just getting away with it. No, because I'm not. I'm legally justified to be way fucking worse. And I'm morally correct, so I kind of fucking want to at this point. They think they're so fucking tough they can just take your kids with no explanation. You're too stupid to them. I promise you, the next time a cop tells you to fuck off when you say, I need a warrant, and you just crack them in the fucking nose. No matter what they said you did, there are not pressing charges. I've had 30 to 40 felony accusations in the last year. I haven't been put in handcuffs fucking once other than Baker acts. Because the only way they can get anything on me is by abusing the system where it's not going to see any evidence. We can't get him in a courtroom. What if I say I demand a hearing for that fucking Baker Act? You have to do it. Oop, we're going to do something illegal there too. Fuck. Well, we're going to crush down habeas corpus filing and say that doesn't seem like anything we need a hearing for. Oh, a cop never showing a fucking warrant doesn't need a hearing. How could that be possible when it's a felony level crime to do that in Florida? Even if they had the paperwork. They're trying to say they don't need to show it, although the Florida Baker Act statute says they fucking do, no matter what, because they're dealing with delusional people. It's a cover for everybody. The person who's mentally ill feels better because they get their paperwork. They see what the problem is. Okay, I'll go with you, fine. I believe you now. The cop gets to cover his ass because it's on his body camera showing the fucking piece of paper and giving it to him to read. They don't do that with me. They just point a fucking gun in my face. And if I ask them to prove it's not a kidnapping, they just start beating. If I wasn't restrained with my child there and playing nice, every one of you could have taken a bullet to the head after I tried to citizen's arrest you. That's not a fucking exaggeration or a joke. I had a camera sitting up on the patios to catch them because I knew they were fucking coming. I thought it might be safer if we just submit. I think it would have been safer and we would have been at home that evening if I had 6 veterans on the patio instead, ready to click, click, boom. The second I said citizen's arrest, and they just keep on fucking moving forward. Oh, we're not de-escalating because we're actually committing a crime. Ooh, we can't. These guys were like panicky fucking retards with no tactical experience. They were panicking while I was eating pizza in the pool, facing the other direction, enjoying the day with my daughter. I should have done it. I should have done it. Honestly. I'm sorry, Alex Foster, detective, but you should have had your brain splattered onto the fucking pavement so you didn't assault and terrorize my child. That is not something I will ever shy away from. And if this is ever used against me in court, then you need to prove you were there with a warrant in the first place, and there's a YouTube video on my account, Coach_Racket, that shows you doing the whole thing. You come out without the paperwork, none of you even carrying any. You're dangling around a gun like you're the big man with the swinging dick. And then you point it at the base of my skull. You only don't kill me because my daughter's in the line of fire, so you put the gun right in her fucking face, which is a felony child abuse charge as well, no matter if you had the fucking warrant. And then you want to tell me nothing's going wrong, when everything is going wrong, and you guys are proving it because I'm fighting my fucking way out. You only prove that you're more aggressive, more violent. Why does it have to get like that, especially if you're fucking terrified of me? You're mad because I'm an injured father and you hurt my daughter, so yes, I'm coming for something. I keep saying it can be legal process. I'd actually prefer that. I don't like the blood. I'm a soldier though, but you're fucking forcing it. You're forcing someone to get into a horrific position. You're just lucky that I'm way fucking smarter than you. Because if I didn't have these options and the intelligence to figure it out, you would have been fucked about 6 months ago. The first time somebody told me that the courts will not do anything and they don't care to figure it out. Well, then how the fuck am I supposed to fight this when you won't even hear my case? They never had a hearing about removing my child. They just had a kangaroo court fucking circus. That's why I talked to the judge like an asshole in there, because I was setting up a record of federal crimes being committed. Did the same thing to her. Oh, you're gonna act like a criminal? I'm gonna test it. Okay, put me in contempt. I'm gonna fuck you up if you do that? No, I just said you're committing extortion by doing that. Oh no, I can say contempt. Yes, you can say that things are in contempt if it's legitimate. If you're trying to shut me up to deny my due process rights before evidence gets on the record, I'm gonna tell you to shut your fucking mouth. I'm putting it there in front of your face. If you try to stop me after that, I am legally justified in fighting back with the bailiff as much as I need to get that on the hearing record. And then you'll get a fucking extortion charge if I can get it right. Oh wow, it makes sense. What was she going to contempt for? Wow, he was in the middle of saying that his child's being abused. Her only defense is it was a copper that did it. Yeah, that makes it fucking worse. In reality. If you can actually bust by the qualified immunity and the judicial immunity. That's what's fucking scaring them. This is the clearest case of child trafficking that has ever fucking existed. And it's gonna tear apart the fucking Epstein Files crew. But apparently it's the entire fucking government. And these dumbass goons that do their dirty work, they're just trying to be good American men, but fuck, guys. Listen! Listen when you're talked to and investigate. Oh, I can't investigate that because you said Cash Patel might be doing it? Yeah, that makes it 10 times worse, dude. Then that means you're like jumping into a conspiracy charge. Even if you don't know it. You won't take a report, which is your legal duty, after a person says their child's getting hurt. You don't even validate the evidence. You start hanging up on him. The way he has to get you to listen is because he's threatening to bash your fucking head in if you don't shut up and shut down. You're going to write this down and take some pen and paper. Write a fucking report. Send it to the DCF guys too. Nobody wants to do it. Oh, they hear, oh, it's a cop? Yeah. I just did that to DCF to test. I was making a report, said all the triggering words. It's real, it's true. It's human trafficking under color of law. It's a child assault with a fucking deadly weapon. It's a kidnapping. He fucking chased her around the pool and terrorized the shit out of her. And there was no warrant or hearing or court order even. There was nothing. And I've got a video that proves all of that shit for everybody that you can watch in 3 minutes. I showed a judge that video and she had a fucking panic attack. Everybody on YouTube said, holy shit, that is the clearest case of criminal activity by the cops they've ever seen. It is done. If it goes to court, they're fucked. So I'm fucked right now because they're doing anything to not get into the court, including using goddamn military warfare tools. You saw it at the beginning of this video. If you had that happening to you while you're trying to report crimes and they're just twisting your fucking words and removing evidence, you would be freaking the fuck out. It's really hard to beat, but I'm actually doing it. It's just if I had access to my phone 100%, I've got a viral account that just goes shooting to the fucking moon. That's why they uniquely obstruct with the YouTube. No, we're not calling those guys again. We don't need to. Trying to call the coppers for me, so it makes me sound crazy. Let's see, where are we at? Oh my god, the YouTube. Yeah, let's do it. Am I going to be allowed to film a new video? Let's see. Nope, last recording failed. Nope. Okay, let's try that again. Boop. No, last recording failed. Now add something. Oh, let's see if it's got the permissions. Allow full access. Oh, gotta open settings. There's something wrong. Let me see it, please. Oh, but it doesn't exist on there. Fuck. I need to turn on the permissions and give it access, but it doesn't have a button for it. The user interface is different than it actually exists in an Apple iPhone. Something that you can only do with like a FISA warrant or if you're the best hacker in the fucking world. Sam Altman. This guy's doing both of them. He's helping them do this shit because he's implicated in the fucking crime himself. In exactly the same stupid fashion. I accused him of some crazy shit and then say I'm gonna kill him. And he goes shooting through the Patriot Act. Because his own app is plugged into the Pentagon. Especially if you go crazy with the ad, like an actual terrorist attack you're planning. Like, I'm gonna put a bomb in this building for this reason and it's to protect my child. Give him exact date, time, everything. Who, your full name, address. It's going to the NSA, guaranteed. But his own program reports people to the police all the time. With me, it fucking can't. With anything. As long as it's about protecting my child and Sammy Altman's crimes. It's comical, but my god. The smartest man in the world got busted up by the guy he thinks is a junkie and a retard in Florida. I'm the dumbass Florida man of his nightmares. Because I don't have a job right now other than this fucking YouTube and messing around with the courts and trying to get it squared away for my child. I'm fighting for my life and my child's life. Now it's literal. Because they couldn't figure out how to defeat me without shutting down the propaganda tool. Its propaganda machine is for the American people. They deserve it to get better because my child needs it. And I promise you, everything is going to improve. These guys are fucking scared. Any lawyers want to go ahead and look at this stuff? It's something they say you can't do just because they don't want the combination of effects to just absolutely crush them. It's a combination of judicial notices, due process applications, and it just enhances it all. But I sandwich it into one, shove it in front of their face on one docket line, and it makes them have to sit there and deal with it. And if they just don't do anything with it, it's an obstruction charge. They got to sit with it and parse through the evidence and either dismiss it legally or run it forward to the DOJ. Especially when it's color of law violations, like domestic terrorist attempted murder. Oof, which is exactly what happens when a sheriff is trying to keep his position, not by being good at it or earning it, or even just not being a major fuck-up. When somebody catches him doing something crazy, abusing his power, he thinks, oh shit, that's 10 years fucking guaranteed for that guy. We gotta shut this down. I even told him, I was like, I'm not walking away without a piece of paper that says I'm right, bro. I need that to stop the attacks. If you do this, I will go away. Scott Reed doesn't even need to go to fucking prison. Just admit you're fucking wrong, do a little settlement, give me my kid back, and admit some wrongdoing. Nope, we can't do that. Never are we gonna do that. Never, ever, ever. Then he does some stupid shit that implicates his whole fucking department at once. On video camera, HD 4K. Right out in the open, committing brazen criminal acts. If you did this shit as a regular person, you would be arrested so fucking quick with a clean RICO case, it's retarded. It would be like walking in front of a video camera and shoving a gun in somebody's face and kidnapping the child, and then trying to run away and pretend it didn't happen. Even though they're banging on your door every day and saying, where the fuck is she? Oh yeah, I don't know, I'm just sitting here with her. No, were they sitting with the cops? Probably not. I don't know what my wife is doing with them though. She seems real motivated to keep this going. Nobody seems able to talk about it in fucking court, though. Thanks.